All that time, I wanted to make a video. I don't know what the fuck a clip is, damn it. Ooh, I be having all kind of electronics, baby. And I don't know half the buttons, but I knew I didn't want that FaceTime one. Why they got so many buttons with the damn camera on it? Those look like video cameras, the two I just mentioned. Why I gotta click a regular camera to find the video camera? I'm I'm just saying, where was the likelihood? I'm the only one. It's been a lot of times I'm the only one. Oh, God damn it. Ooh-wee. Now, chopping block. Now, there's all kind of different types of blocks to chop. Don't necessarily have to be death. Now, my mama is trying to kill me. I'm no longer on the chopping block for the family that I grew up with because they done already chopped my block off of that. I said I'm on this chopping block with someone else. But that person would need to discover or come up with a list of things that people get chopped off of that they also have in their life, not reasons. Things you can get chopped off of. Don't think of, let me see if there's anything that people have any reasons to chop me off. No. That's not how you're going to be able to manage. You got to sit back when it's time to relax. Okay, that's not the good commercial. Miller Beer. That's the Miller Beer commercial. I don't know where I went. I told you there's a lot of stuff in my head. I don't know why I'm watching that commercial. Last time I seen it, I lived in Chicago as a little girl. That's why I couldn't hardly sing it, because I don't think I'm supposed to sing beer commercial. Which means that I probably was feeling as if I'm too young to sing beer commercial. I be having to check me, baby. I know what I'm thinking. I mean, I have to figure out where I'm coming from. And I'm making so many videos that a lot of my symptoms will start showing up to the public more and more. So, especially if I tell them to you, which I normally do. The chopping block. We could be on there for same reasons and don't realize what they are. But let's get back to just list everything that people have been chopped from that is also in your life. Or just name anything that you know you can get chopped from. You can get pork chopped. I don't know. RuPaul's Drag Race chopped. I ain't never been to RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't intend to go on the RuPaul's Drag Race. But I do know you can get chopped from RuPaul's Drag Race. So list the things of everything you know you can get chopped from. Because there's some of these things you won't join. If you ain't already on it. Because we's on the chopping block, baby. Not much you can do about being on there. Except for get rid of everyone around you. Except me, hopefully. And your workers. Because this is going to be tricky for someone that can't live. Well, not can't live, but don't have the luxury to stop, drop, and roll. I stopped, dropped, and rolled. See, I say that I use that. That's my little old saying. Let me tell you how I use it. That bitch better stop, drop, and roll before she come over here. Shit. Let me stop, drop, and roll real quick, because y'all act like y'all don't know what's up in this motherfucker. She's on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. This girl is on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Girl, I'm about to stop, drop, and roll on this motherfucker. Let's go get this motherfucker. Real quick, we're going to drop, roll. Stop, drop. We're gonna need to stop, drop, and roll this motherfucking block. Stop. You're gonna need to stop, drop, and roll. Smooth over. Now I forgot what I was saying. I'll get back to it. But now you know how to use stop, drop, and roll. This motherfucker done pulled up here and trying to stop, drop, and roll on a motherfucker. He don't know. I'm the early, honey, ain't no early birds in this neighborhood. I done got all the worms while this motherfucker thinking he's stopping, dropping, and rolling on a motherfucker. The fuck you want? I don't curse that often. But if I curse real good at you, you'll feel like I curse often. And I guess that might make you feel that way too, but just my example. So this is how you use stop, drop, and roll. I can't remember. I don't know that song. It's a white boy song. And I don't know how the old go, oh. I don't know I'm perfect. I hear him in my head though. Anyway. Once you know everything, now let's get back. Let's start with the two of the hardest stop, drop, and rolls, which are not the hardest because I had to stop, drop, and roll my mother, brother, and sister. And any and everybody else after that became easy. But I didn't have no best friends to stop, drop on. That's where you're going to have to start yours. Because Nay owes somebody named me. And it's not I. I think it's Ghislaine. I'm telling you, that's why I did this investigation right here. That's why y'all need to do the investigation out there. Why else would we suddenly want to hang out outside of our profession? Now, I'm sure the movie industry has their own gatekeeper. I'm sure the modeling industry has their own gatekeeper. So why does she bring you over here since she's so, that model stuff, they into all that sex stuff too. More so than I would think you are personally. But so are musicians. But why did the model gatekeeper allow his model over there with the motherfucking hip hop gatekeeper? What are they trying to score? They street sweeping. Not only did they end up over there, they said, make sure your new best friend is over there. Now, who is whose best friend? No one can be your best friend unless they got something they can do for you. Now, that model she's getting to look a little not so shiny. Well, if you stand away from her, she's not that shiny. If she's standing next to you, she's shiny, but then that means you lack luster. But you're shiny enough to not be able to tell. I can. We got this. We're in our wrist. I mean, just really, period. You can lack luster in your spirit and in your way you look, the way your clothes look on you. Then you step away from the person, and all of a sudden, it's different. Now, obviously, you didn't used to hang out with P. Diddy. So the OMI over here at the modeling agency sent Nay to pick you up and take you to the hip hop place because you're the one in the music industry. Are you following me? When people get their foot in the door, meaning especially someone that's with your integrity. Someone with the integrity that goes through the family. As our family tries to messing with, when Michelle and them fuck with my integrity, them bitches must have been hired to fuck with yours. In through mine. And if not, it's in the air. It hadn't been your turn yet. Well, maybe they practiced on me. It's a little less expensive. Huh? Trying to figure out which one's going to fall. It's not me, and nor it's going to be you. I hope you find out me tomorrow. You got me up. You found me up there. And when I watch you, find me and watch me. So now we have even the goddamn Epstein's business. That's a whole nother agency, isn't it? So we have to remember you don't have to have music, cameras, and modeling to have this agency, such as Epstein's. Oh, Epstein's agency doesn't have a CEO right now? Everybody just run around with their head like the chopped off? So now they're trying to do what they call choose up. See, prostitutes choose the pimp they want next. In the rules, the other pimp ain't supposed to be mad. That's the game. Church. But see, this is when they pretend like Jesus is at this church, but it's really Satan. And this church has members that raise you and you don't even know that they ain't really Christian or Jehovah. When our brothers don't keep these alley. I mean, if Dupree had not ran into whatever that dang on chance he got, to me, when I look at him, he's Ned the wino. And that's all he is with money in the bank. I didn't say he's an alcoholic. I said he'd be hanging out with him on that corner if he had not left home. You have to remember, all of us left a poor home. There's very few musicians, actresses, models that left a rich house. You wouldn't have to work. You wouldn't have to enslave yourself. That's why you got to write all the books. You hire everybody and you be their boss. That accountant, you go look at you some accounting papers every month. And ask that motherfucker, what's this all about? Why this down here like this? Who gets to spend money out of accounts? No one. Not what you got to have where you don't have a breach of security all up in your accounting. Let me give a little example. In my business, when I open it, and this is your business, because you don't realize you're hiring them. They're not hiring you. They're just explaining to you backwards, motherfucker. When you go to the doctor, are you paying the doctor or is the doctor paying you? Okay, so some of this shit, he need to do what you tell him to do. And a lot of that shit, you need to do what he tell you to do. You see what I'm saying? That's what situation you in. When you go get you an attorney, you tell that motherfucker to go get this, and then he come back and say, well, we're going to do this, this, and this. And then you supposed to say, motherfucker, didn't I say do this? Don't just say, okay. No, you supposed to say, I said go down to Geraldine's Fish Fry and order that fish and chip. I don't care how silly they think it sounds. You're the boss. We have to remember when we hire certain professions, you don't become a fucking slave or a child. And those are some professions you will, as well as management for your manager and that baseball, that boxing shit. No one, Kunta Kinte did not go say, enslave me, please. Oh, you didn't say that? No, no, nobody said that. Oh, well, can you go get me some gigs, and then get back with me on how? This is how I might do it. If I can't find nobody to do it, I have to do it myself, wouldn't I? And then come back with me with some offers. Let me see what you come up with. Get on out there and then see what you can come up with. I don't want nothing. Don't come back here with nothing lower than such and such, and I still might not take it. When they come back, don't be done sign me up for a goddamn thing. When they come back, don't have promised nothing to anybody. Don't tell nobody you gonna run anything past me. I done sent you out there. Motherfucker, they know that. Don't promise them a goddamn thing except for a fart. They ask you something. Can we get this? Can you put this? Can we do this to conceal? Or what can we count on this? No. I gotta run this past my motherfucking boss, nigga. All day long. Then they come back. AMC said this, and Dookie Boo said this, and then they got this new place right here. They kind of doing a documentary or something like that. They said this, and they run. These people want to throw a concert and sponsor you. I did find you a sponsor for a concert. This one too, and how much they want to sponsor you for is not the price that it takes to run the concert. The power you gonna sponsor me for is my motherfucking money in full. I don't give a fuck about how many tickets sold. I don't want no percentage. I want my money in full because I don't get to see the principal amount first. Pleasure principles are not what we're talking about. Financial principles is what we're talking about. We're not talking about school principles. Financial principle, which means the original amount prior to your percentage. And how about that's my check? If you the one putting your own concert on. Now, we know McDonald's and all of them got people at the cash register. So we already gonna take some deductions. When y'all dump them trash registers in, send that shit to me. But let me tell you about this breach in your money. If you have so much business going on, like as if I was working in accounts payable, for one thing, people receiving money in cannot be the same people sending money out. Meaning the people that's paying your bills cannot be the people that's receiving the money from what's the money you made. Those are two different offices. Accounts receivable, money receiving, accounts payable, money paying bills. Those two motherfuckers don't ever need to talk to each other. It's none of their business. Unless, of course, accounts, the ones paying the bills, notices that ain't enough money to pay these bills. Then they need to talk to who? Someone else that will talk to the two of them individually. That's probably the account manager. That's probably the motherfucker you don't want to start looking at shit. That means everybody done fucked up. Either the payable done took some money he ain't supposed to take, or the receivable. But then you can see where it happened, right? Oh, well, this company says they just do one. Well, then I need two companies. Huh? This law firm, see, you got to be careful. You don't want all your money in one basket anyway, and one person handling it. Maybe. But what you do know is that when you write that check for money going out, one person can ask for the money, purchase order. I don't give a fuck right now. We're talking about lights and everything, utility bills. I want to see them. So that person that writes the purchase order has to turn it in for me to okay it. I might not want to buy that shit and didn't know it. And then, plus, I might be sitting here buying me some shoes right now, and these motherfuckers trying to buy some. Oh, hell no. That purchase order ain't going through right now. Right. Not that you want to do that because you don't want to mess up your. You're supposed to know how much money you're spending out of you, but anyway, that's if you got one bank account. That's how I'm explaining this. Actually, there should be several bank accounts. But we're just putting this in one bank account, make it easy. Because you still want to see it all. Okay? You got the purchase order. Now you got to get it to where they going to approve it. Yeah, we can go ahead and get, 10 pens and get 2 blue ones. Yeah, we can pay the light bill. Wait a minute, this cell phone bill looks kind of high. Let me see all those. Bring me all those bills here. Let me look at those individually before I approve that. That's that person's job. Oh, okay. Now you got the purchase order is approved. Now you got to send it to accounts payable. Now they know how much they need to write the check for. They don't get to sign checks. They just write the check. The person signing the check is a whole nother motherfucker. I might let it be me. And no, I just don't go sign things, go. You got to be busy like the president. I know you hop, skipping, jumping, singing and things, but you got to be president busy. You want to make that much money? You supposed to be like, well, goddamn, why the light bill so high? You don't know your light bill high, do you? You don't even know what it is, right? That's not good. So we chop ourselves off of blocks. My daddy can't read, and he would even still do all of that. You know why? Because he can recognize, okay, these letters right here say SG&E, $300. Last month, I think I saw a paper that said SG&E, $200. You gonna remember? Why they got another $100 on there? Because, see, something's happening after hours where people's using the lights, goddamn me. Your lights must cost $100,000 a minute. I don't know. I'm just saying. I's poor, baby. But I still know what I'm saying is right, because guess what, baby? That's why people like to hire me to count their money for them. That's how it's counting it. Oh, I ain't got that. I ain't got no business. No depreciation, no depreciation. You don't know depreciation and appreciation? Well, you can appreciate somebody and you can depreciate somebody or unappreciate. Them ain't the same appreciations, are they? So that's a little tricky, like them principles. So now, I can appreciate the fact that I get to see you on TV. I can appreciate, but see, when we're talking about appreciation and depreciation, I made up a word called depreciation. You're going to learn the definition now. To depreciate, everything depreciates every month in value. So it goes down, like decompose, depreciate. So depreciate. The value of that car when it left the lot is not the same value as before it left the lot. With only 1 mile driven on it, it has depreciated in value, went down. So when you take a car off the lot, it is no longer worth the amount that you're paying for it. or paid for it if you pay it in full. If you didn't pay it in full, you got no longer the amount, the original principal amount, not the pleasure principal. Don't be all glossied up and be all happy we got a new car. That's your pleasure principal. You got this financial principle. We're going to make the math easy because I know you ain't trying to, you ain't working with nothing like this. But you got you $100 car. You paid for it. As soon as you left that lot, that car now is worth $98. I'm just making it up. There's a depreciation percentage that they utilize. We're just making this easy to understand. This is an understanding example. Because I know I ain't got no $100 car. Now, so then we both rich then, huh? Okay, so we making it so everybody can understand. That $100 car owning motherfucker think I'm rich. So if ain't nobody got no $100 car in here, we all rich. But we're going to use this $100 example. Okay? We might not be the same rich though, huh? Oh, me. Once you keep that car, it's the same value. You might get in that blue book and it'll tell you how much you can sell it for. But you done got a dent in it. You got the cheapest radio in it. These things, people are going to try to bring you down off your price, and that dent brings the price down, period. You got some wheels that didn't come from the factory. You got some old cheap-ass wheels from Discount Tire on there. That depreciated the value. And this can happen while you have payment plans on your car. And you paying the interest. And you steady depreciating your car. Because you don't like this stereo. You want the stereo that does this and this, but you got a cheap one that's worth less than the one you don't like. You just brought the value of the whole car down. You got a house. And you don't do no maintenance or no upkeep on the house except for when something breaks. Even if nothing breaks, your house is depreciating as you stand, as you sit in it. It is not the value on that piece of paper that you paying that note on anymore. In fact, if somebody down the street lets their yard get too fucked up, your value will go down. If the COVID comes and fucks shit up, your value will go down. So you've got to always be trying to cause appreciation. So for something to appreciate, meaning those motherfucking loans appreciate because you're going to pay the interest. So they gave you $2. By the time you finish paying, you paid $4. You can appreciate the value of the loan then. Those two different appreciates, right? So now that you have a very nice car, you need a new tire, so you went ahead and got you some brand new. You got a new tire, but you got the tires better than the ones it came with. Let me get that all the way around. Don't put it on one, because now you got a depreciation. Because the other 3 tires is now bringing the value down, and you got one badass tire. Trying to appreciate. So you got to take them all around. That's just how you got to think. So now the value of the car has gone up because you done got you a top-of-the-line stereo. It's the same brand. You just needed that one button on there. We got that thing on there, and it's the same one. As a matter of fact, it got the one with the camera so I can see out the back where I didn't have that before. But I sure got it on my door. See, Like, for example, I got my car, and I hit this thing, and it dented it. It broke the back window out of the hatchback. And not only that, but it made a little dinghy where you can set your finger, and it made almost like the groove in a ashtray in the frame where the window's supposed to be, which caused me to have to change the whole hatchback door. Well, I got another hatchback door on there, and it's not the same color, and it got stickers all on it, but guess what it did do? brought up the value of the car because it has a camera back on it. I just got to change my stereo. So that was kind of cute. And I didn't do it on purpose. I was looking for a dough. It was pick and pull, okay? Yay for me. And it was the only door as far as we could see as far as these around here in mine. And we drove about an hour to go get it. So, at having a different door than the original door can depreciate the value of the car. But having a door with that camera on it can bring some value back up. See how that works? So I did a depreciate appreciation situation. Now, I didn't look at the prices and all that. It didn't matter that much to me. But if I was doing accounting, maybe I should do that for my own things too. But, well, I just said something, okay? But that was all good. I was concerned about having a part on my car with a different VIN number than the car. I'm like, how they know this part ain't? How they know which VIN numbers is stolen parts? Coming up here checking my VIN number. I don't know how that works, you guys. Was I supposed to report to DMV that I have a hatchback with a different VIN number on my car? Somebody let me know. You can know a lot and still not know the little things. I ain't mad at me. I know I got a piece of appreciation on that depreciated dough. Bye, y'all. We don't want to be in depreciation mode. Because that's your value. You do false value when you're in depreciation mode. Or maybe, well, not really. He wants you to feel that way. Now you're fighting to keep this comfort, this warm fuzzy friendship, and he's not going to let you have all, because now you gotta get picked up by the horse face. Nah, because she got an Omi in jail. That's why they left the modeling agency, came over to the music industry, and took you to the gate that you ain't supposed to be at. So did they say they was going to get some money if you get me Janet Jackson? Yes, he did. Don't hang out with none of them motherfuckers. Now get rid of some more people so that you can see them, because I didn't get to see everybody around you. But I did pick 2 for you. 3. No depreciation plans around here, Dupree. You stop picking on women with picking on us with our minds. Now, I'm still a little girl, and I still have some characteristics that I'm saying, Janet, that you fell prey upon Janet for. But those wouldn't be the ones you'd use me for. I didn't say that you wouldn't be able to find some to have me sit there for a minute, but you'd have never got me to run around with no horse face. Because she'd have to been fucking in my bed, and she'd have been doing what I tell her to do. See? I don't need no homegirl friends. Never had them. That would make me susceptible to want one, wouldn't it? I don't like to hang out with girls that hang out with people that do that. It'll cause me to be nice nasty. But she provided something that Dupree stopped. And that's why she snuck in so good. So you get rid of all 3 of them motherfuckers and jump on the bandwagon with Cassie like everybody else is. While the getting's good, get out of all and in a contract like that. Cassie opened the door for you. She the smartest one. She got $30,000 out. How much you gonna get? You can still get. You don't need no money though. You just need to get your contract closed up and find money another way. You got some contracts that you ain't like this one, this tour. You can finish that one up, but some other ones that's gonna start later, close all this shit. We don't know till we figure out what the fuck's going on in this industry. I don't know what the fuck I done signed up in here, hanging around with the know me bitch. I'm not trying to call her a bitch. We's all bitches up in this motherfucker, and the bitches need to step back, cause I'm talking to my family. Fuck you. Yeah, you know she has some people in her family that can talk like this. Well, y'all better ask some motherfucking body. Nobody playing in this motherfucker. See how that goes, baby? Just a little bilingual. Mm-hmm. Now, can we go color? See, that's what you fucking with over here. You listen to me. Everybody done already got paid enough for selling you. Before you turned 18, they done spent that money. That's their motherfucking problem. Your brother done left them something to take care of their kids. You take the kids until you take care of them. I ain't say hate your mama. I said she already got her check. Out your brother. That's how you paid her. You've already paid by not seeing him no more. I ain't say be mad at her. I said just know that. And she might get mad when you set the boundary. Those ain't your kids. She adopted them. She took the wheel. And where else was they going to go with the wheel? Uh-huh. Your brother didn't put you on there, did he? Okay. Ain't nobody mad at you. Because he know you got a lot of work to do. To keep your kids out of that situation, because your parents ain't going to last long for somebody to take care of them if you get on the chopping block. Like his. Now they know he raised you. Like Lila tried to raise me and raised my sister. Are you hearing me? Did you listen to my stories? Well, put them to your stories, even though they might have different connotation. They said also when that last time we was together, I don't know if they said it while you was still in the room or out the room, but I know I couldn't talk, but I could hear and understand. There will come a day when they'll need each other. Let's hope they'll have each other. I'm like, what? Now, I've never pondered these things, but these are my trying to remember that from God. I've never said it out loud. I couldn't talk then. It's my first time saying that. Seeing anything from the house with the older furniture and the throw rugs and the wooden floor, coloring books. Furniture like chairs, sitting chairs, older living room chairs, and for some reason you could go out the living room and go in another room and it'll be still like that. It won't be a bedroom. I remember that. That's what I know. That's all I know about the room, baby. This is the day. Because see, if you was gonna, my family didn't tell me who I am. I have to know this myself. If anything, they did their best to not tell me, and then my sister and brother under me gets to know. Oh, that means they really hate us, baby. I said my name, my first name ain't. I think I might be the baby. Someone said, you ain't got no Auntie BB. I'm like, why they never told me that all my life? I said, I do. Why would you say that? And let me say, I've been talking about Auntie BB all the time. Then I learned about Babe, Ancestry.com. And then I heard, damn, babies, baby. And then I saw all the twins in that one video with the drawings. I don't know the names of stuff a lot. There's a lot of things that I will fall short. For example, well, no, let's say this first. All of the songs that you and Michael make, or that Janet and Michael make, I'm their third cousin, I say. Whether you want to believe that or not, who knows? If they see this or not, I hope so. I said they didn't, honey, dead people be out all the time. Spirits. So anyway, that's it. Lost it. But that's what I'm seeing happen, because you can see this without being in the modeling industry, the music industry, or the movie industry. You know how I can see it? The Crips, the Bloods, the Peace Stone Gangsters, and the Disciples. It's the same thing. That's why Diddy got him some gangbangers. That's why Trump got him some gangbangers. That's why ain't nobody try to fuck with the Venezuelan gangbangers and let all them people run over here and then get mad. Why didn't you send some motherfuckers over there to get them? Like that gang I joined, the Air Force, the military. That's a bad gangbanger. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine. If we show up on another continent, I bet you they think we's gangbangers. Keep up. Keep your head up, keep your shoulder up, keep your head off that chopping block. Just know your chopping blocks. Just know your chopping blocks. And get rid of them ones I just told you about. And anybody associated with them. Which means you start there. And you have to think. Everywhere you've been with these people, whoever they've talked to, if they just said hi, if they just smiled at them, you get rid of all those people. Even if you don't talk to them, you put them on the get rid of list, because they already gotten rid of before they come up to approach you, like Diddy did. Okay, baby, you looked so naive, so mannerable. Well, manners make us naive as fuck, especially when the wolf is there kissing on your hand. Red Riding Hood. You're supposed to say what big teeth you have, Diddy.